In the second season of Shadow and Bone, Alina's powers continues to evolve as she learns more about her abilities and the role she plays in the ongoing war. At the beginning of the season, Alina struggles to control her powers and fears the dark side of her abilities. She's known as the Destroyer after the events of Season 1 and is now blamed for the expansion of the Fold. She's haunted by visions of the Darkling and his powers, which causes her to doubt herself and her ability to defeat him. However, she also begins to develop a stronger connection with her powers as she discovers new ways to use them. In Season 1, Alina discovers she's a Gracia, a person with the rare ability to summon light. As the season progresses, Alina becomes more confident in her abilities and starts to embrace being the Sun Summoner. She learns to harness her power to create light shields and even light balls, becoming a more powerful and effective weapon against the Darkling and his army. Throughout this season, we see her mastering the basics of light summoning as she reminds the prince who she is. She continues to grow as she learns how to bend light and control it. She started getting even more powerful after acquiring 2 amplifiers and continues to explore the limits of her powers and learns to harness them in new ways. In this scene, as she merges with the amplifiers, she creates a burst of light and her powers became stronger so much she could not stop and almost lost control. She enters the Fold to eradicate it, but even with 2 amplifiers, that was not enough to destroy it, and her connection to the Darkling made it even harder. As the series continues, we see her using her powers more now that the threat is becoming more and more dangerous. At this time, she started getting a hang of lightbending with a little training and using it more, although she did not have much of a choice, seeing these monsters kept popping up everywhere and they needed to be vanquished. She's become more confident in her abilities and goes up against the Darkling, both physically and mentally, and manages to weaken him and even came close to severing their connection. Tapping into people's consciousness had become a crucial part of her powers, and she quickly learned how to. She continues to embrace her abilities and displays confidence, which she uses to protect her friends and her loved ones. Another change in Alina's power evolution is her ability to summon all the creatures of light, such as the Firebird, which she searches to amplify her powers even more. In the final battle scene, Alina demonstrates her growing control over her powers and manages to weaken the Darkling by blocking his access to the amplifiers. She then summons the Firebird, which allows her to create the most powerful burst of energy that destroys the Fold. In the final scene of the season, we see her summon darkness, which could be a result of her using Merzost to bring Mal back. Alina's powers have changed a lot since Season 1 as she learns to control and embrace her abilities, becoming more powerful against the Darkling. We look forward to seeing her grow more in future seasons and find out what more she can do. What do you think of Alina's journey this season? Let us know what you think down in the comment section below.